Hi, I'm Megan Molten, an interior designer in Charleston, South Carolina. Welcome to our Sully Sanctuary project. We are on beautiful Sullivan's Island, and this is a historic home that was built in 1914. I'm going to give you guys a full tour. We renovated this house from top to bottom and fully furnished it. It is so special. Come on in. As you walk into the main house, you are greeted by this beautiful space that acts as the living room and the game room for the family. So the living room, we really wanted to highlight the original beadboard ceilings. We did that by adding these beams going across this beautiful woven light fixture. And also the first thing you see when you walk in the home is this custom piece of artwork of our client and her two daughters, which is so special. You're also going to see that we really wanted to optimize the seating in this space and center it around the fireplace. The fireplace detail was done by a local artist who added plaster detail to the fireplace to give it nice texture. We added a couple chairs, coffee tables, ample seating in performance fabrics, given that this is a young family that needed durability. This was a really long space, so we knew that there was going to be an additional seating area behind the living room, but we wanted it to be functional. This is a family that loves playing games, so we thought this would be the perfect game room for them, whether it's for the children or for the adults. We knew that that was going to get utilized more than just another seating area. So we hand painted the walls with the stripes, and this was a very intense process where they had to use a laser level to get those lines just perfectly straight. But it was important to us because we wanted them to be this certain color and this certain width, and they turned out amazing. We also added this custom banquette in the corner where you can circle around with these mini chairs and play games at that table or come over and utilize this other table. So it has turned out to be a super functional area for this family, and it leads right into the kitchen and dining room, keeping that open concept feeling. So in the kitchen dining area, you will notice there's this level of separation via the floor. We have this beautiful gray and white oversized checkered tile done in a really modern way. Also, the cabinetry, we kept this really beautiful light blue paint color with brass hardware to keep it really coastal and light and bright in this space. We did reuse our clients' kitchen appliances, and we also thought a lot about durability in these spaces. With 3 young kids, they had to think about things like the seats on the counter stools. These are a leather seat, and we did the same with the dining chairs. The end dining chairs are off limits for kids always. Another thing that you will notice is when you walk into the dining room, you're going to see the double hung chandeliers. That was very intentional given that we have the sitting room right behind this space with a single light fixture. We wanted all of the light fixtures in all of these spaces to really be complementary and cohesive to one another. In the kitchen, you will notice that there is this really cool black beaded light fixture over the sink. We did that with a lot of thought because the butler's pantry is this really dark black off the kitchen, and we wanted to tie the two spaces together. You're also going to notice the wallpaper in the dining room has touches of black and blue in it. This also ties the kitchen over to the dining space. You'll also notice in the dining space at the bar, we have this beautiful wallpaper that has the touches of blue and black in it that ties back to the kitchen and butler's pantry. We also added this black marble countertop to really complement the wallpaper. There's also a black and white photograph of the children above the bar, which I absolutely adore, those kind of personal touches throughout a home. We also custom designed all the cabinetry that you see and added the brass inlays to the doors. All of the brass details really tie this space together between the plumbing fixtures and the lights and the hardware, and again, tie it back to that kitchen space. One important detail I forgot to mention was the hood was plastered, and that was to tie it back into the living room, plaster detail in the fireplace. We have this beautiful seating area right off the kitchen and dining, and we were able to add this amazing wallpaper to the ceiling because of the cased openings between the spaces. This is really a pass-through space that takes you out to their covered porch and pool area. So we wanted to make sure these chairs are performance fabric, very durable, and they do swivel. But when you're hosting a lot of people in your kitchen, you know everyone congregates around the island. So this is the perfect little space for them to come, hang out while you're cooking, have a drink, and you can still have conversations because it's right here off the kitchen space. This is probably one of my favorite little spaces through the home. This is the powder bath mudroom laundry room space. First thing you'll notice is this wallpaper. It is one of my all-time favorites. It's tropical, it has the blues, the pinks, the greens, and we highlighted it with this beautiful trim color in this aqua blue that we carried over to the mudroom cabinets. You'll also notice that the cabinetry has the same wallpaper print, but in a fabric. And then we custom designed the cabinetry details like the lattice and the little flower petal inserts on the door pulls. Also, you will notice that the sconces in the bathroom we did on the side walls was just one of my favorite looks. It just gives so much character, and we also added the plumbing fixture on the side wall. The sconces are actually from my whimsical collection, so I love seeing them in a real space that is so beautiful. So this is like the laundry room of my dreams. It is the most beautiful, perfect pink color. And we found these gorgeous countertops that really bring in a lot of warmth and actually have a little bit of that pink color in them as well. Also, you'll notice the wallpaper on the ceiling, another one of my absolute favorites. It has this shade of pink in it, and it also has this really beautiful like burnt orange terracotta. I also am in love with this light fixture over the sink. And you'll notice just some small little details in here, like the drying racks over the washer and dryer that were custom made, and then also the outlet covers in the countertops. Welcome to the primary suite. You are greeted by the beautiful original hardwood floors that were sanded down and matte, so they have this really raw finish that I love. Also, there was some built-in cabinetry as you walk into the space in the hallway that we added custom cabinet front doors to in this beautiful blue color. You walk into the room, and this is the original space that was here. The only piece that we incorporated was our client's bed, and then we added everything that you see around it, including new nightstands, bedding, artwork, dressers, and this gorgeous beaded light fixture. The nice thing about the bedroom is that they also have this adjacent sitting room that was previously their little girl's nursery. Let me show you how special that space is. I love this space for our client and her husband. They each get their own velvet chase lounge. It's so cozy with the carpet in here that we added. We have been doing more and more carpet, especially in spaces like this, where we really want them to feel soft and cozy. Closets are another great space for carpet. And then we kept the walls white like the bedroom, but we added this darker wallpaper on the ceiling and coordinated the custom built-in cabinets and bar area to include that dark navy that you see in the wallpaper. We also added blackout curtains to this space so that at night it can be super dark and moody, perfect for movie watching. The outdoor space of this home is absolutely incredible. I love this huge screen and porch. We were able to utilize a space for seating around the fireplace where we selected all of the finishes. We chose to paint the brick black. Also, the interior of the fireplace is the black, and then you notice the black fireballs. I love this monochromatic look. It keeps it really clean and modern while it makes the other white items in the space, like the oversized coffee table, really pop. And then we added the black chandelier over the white long concrete dining table. And we utilized a lot of the pieces that our client already owned, like her interior dining chairs we brought outside, some of her seating that she already owned, like her Serena Lily palm swivel chairs. They look fabulous now with the black accents and just make it look a little bit more modern, and also makes it cohesive with her kitchen, dining, butler's pantry area. Welcome to the pool house. This was a space where our clients knew there was going to be a lot of children, a lot of food, and sticky fingers. So we wanted it to be super functional, durable for them to utilize off the pool space. We did the flooring selections. We wanted it to coordinate well with the marble that they already have around the pool, but add a little bit of contrasting detail. And then we also chose the cabinetry selections out here, which you'll see beverage drawers, a little mini fridge, as well as an ice maker, a bar sink, and a large TV where they can host and entertain, and the kids can have so much fun. Now we have come upstairs. This was all a new addition to the home. We have the 2 girls' rooms on this side, and they adjoin with a Jack and Jill bathroom, which is probably my favorite bathroom in the home. I love the pink tile, and we hand selected where each little pink penny tile was going to lay in the floor. And then we also hung my Mitzi lights over their little sinks with the white ruffle detail. It's just so precious for them. And really for the children's rooms, we wanted them each to have wallpaper to give them a lot of print and color, and also just to highlight each of their different personalities. You'll see in the little boy's room, he has the fish wallpaper and the fun bunks with the curtains so that he can have sleepovers with his friends. And then the girls have plenty of space in their bedrooms as well. And I love this little seating area at the top of the stairs where they also have another sofa and chair for friends, and they can hang out, watch movies, and there's also plenty of storage up here as well. Welcome to the guest cottage. So this functions as the husband's office where he works from home, and then also it functions for guests. There's a bedroom, there's a hangout space here with a little kitchenette and a TV, and there's also a full-size bathroom. And this was a complete new addition to the home. So we worked alongside their architect and their builder to provide every single selection you see throughout the guest house. From the paint colors to the tile, the plumbing fixtures, the hardware, and the lighting, everything in this cottage was new. I think actually the one thing that our client had was this sofa that we actually reused and added new pillows. But let me show you around a little bit. So all of the cabinetry and doors that you see were custom made. We selected the paint color, the hardware, and the detail that you see. And also inside the closet, this was very thought out in that we have drawers that acts as a dresser for guests, and they have these beautiful little rattan hardware on them. Also, you'll notice the wallpaper in this space. What I love about it is that it actually looks and feels like fabric. It's like a linen texture to it, and then it has this beautiful aqua blue green color where we tied in also the custom Roman shades that are blackout for guests. Another piece that we reused of our clients is this bed. She had this woven rattan bed. We reused some white bedding and then added the custom pillows for the bed and then a throw here. This is the little kitchenette space that acts as a coffee bar for guests. We selected this panel ready front fridge. We selected the paint color, the cabinetry style, and the hardware. And then a little, good tip is to use some remnant stone. This is actually from the main house that we used for the countertops in this space. So that way you don't have to get a whole new slab for your auxiliary type spaces. This acts as a full-size bathroom for guests. Again, we used some extra countertop that we had from the main house, painted the vanity this beautiful blue color, and then tied in the hardware to a mirror that our client already owned. We also selected this really fun tile that's a ceramic tile, so it gives you a little pop of color and ties back into the vanity while keeping it really coastal, light, and bright in this space. Thank y'all for following along the tour. I hope you can see how special this home is and that we really put our true heart and soul into the design. See you guys soon.